All right, today we are tackling a huge question, a really critical one for every single marketer out there. How do you actually lead your team through this whole AI revolution? Well, we're going to break it down using a fantastic guide from Microsoft as our map. So let's just dive right in, shall we? The thing is, the age of AI, it isn't some far-off thing on the horizon. Nope, it is here, right now. And believe me, it is changing absolutely everything about marketing. I'm talking everything from how we understand our customers to the nitty-gritty of how we build and launch our campaigns. Okay, so to help us navigate this huge shift, we've got a really straightforward roadmap. First up, we're going to tackle the why, like why this is so urgent right now. Then we'll get into the what kind of team you actually need to build. And finally, the best part, the how, the real practical steps to make it all happen. All right, first things first, let's talk about why this is just so darn critical. Look, this isn't about jumping on the latest trend or chasing some shiny new object. It's about getting real about the dangers, the very real dangers of being left in the dust in this new world. And let me be super clear about this. AI is not just another tool in the toolbox. No way. This is a fundamental, ground-up rewrite of how marketing even works. You know all those old rule books? Yeah, they're being tossed right out the window. The new rules are being written as we speak, and they're being written by the people who can adapt the fastest.
So, standing still, that's not even an option anymore. It's a choice, and it's a choice with some pretty serious consequences. We're talking about running campaigns that are just fragmented. They don't connect, missing those crucial signals your customers are sending you, and watching your speed to market just slow to a crawl. And all of this is happening while your competitors, they're flooring it.
Okay, so that's the scary part, right? That's the risk. But what about the flip side? What's the reward? Well, this guide lays out a really, really cool vision for the future. It's about becoming what they call a frontier firm. And honestly, this is the new blueprint for success in marketing. Now, here's what's so powerful about this whole idea. It is not about robots taking over. It's not about replacing people. It's about creating a partnership, a real one. It's about blending that amazing, creative, strategic genius of your team with the insane speed and power of AI. When you do that, you get something totally new and way, way more effective. And this right here, this says it all, doesn't it? It's the difference between being a traditional firm and a frontier firm. Are you reactive, slow, bogged down in data silos? Or are you proactive, nimble, running on integrated insights and supercharging your workflows with AI? It's a night and day difference. Okay, so that all sounds great, but how do you actually make it happen, right? You need an engine, a transformation engine, as the guide calls it. Think of it as a layered system of AI tools that can evolve with you, taking your team from just getting a little help to basically commanding an entire automated workforce. And this journey, it kind of happens in 3 stages. It's like a crawl, walk, run approach. First, you start by augmenting your team's everyday tasks with some foundational AI. Then you start to walk by plugging in more specialized tools for specific marketing jobs. And finally, you run. That's the ultimate goal, building your own custom AI agents that can handle entire complex workflows for you.
And this visual here really helps bring that engine to life. It's not just one thing, right? It's this whole connected ecosystem. You've got data flowing, different AI capabilities all talking to each other, and the whole thing is working in concert to power your marketing operation and just push it forward.
Okay, so we've got the vision, the comma frontier firm. We've got the engine to power it. So now for the million-dollar question. What's the plan? How do you take all this great theory and put it into practice, like on Monday morning? Well, the execution plan is built on 4 really solid pillars. You've got to have these. First, govern with confidence. Make sure it's all safe and sound. Second, measure for impact. You have to prove it's working. Third, master the tools. Your people need to be pros. And finally, scale for transformation. Take your wins and go big. And I really want to hammer this point home. That measurement piece is absolutely critical. You have to be able to show the ROI on this stuff. This isn't just about playing with cool new tech for the sake of it. It is about driving real, hard, quantifiable business results. We're talking higher campaign ROI, we're talking way faster content creation, things that really move the needle. And here's the good news. You don't have to boil the ocean here. You don't have to do it all at once. The guide actually lays out a concrete 6-week pilot program called the Frontier Starter. It's designed to get you off the ground, build some real momentum, and most importantly, score some quick, visible wins that you can show off. Which brings us to, honestly, the most important piece of this entire puzzle: leadership. Because at the end of the day, the technology is just a tool. The real, lasting transformation, that only happens when you empower your team to lead this charge from the front.
And a huge part of that leadership starts with mastering the art of the prompt. I mean, just look at this example here. This is not just asking a simple question like, what's the weather? This is a strategic command. This turns your AI from a simple assistant into a true partner, a high-level marketing analyst that's basically on your team. So as a leader, your job is to be the catalyst. You're the one who needs to spark this change. That means creating a culture where it's safe to experiment, where you're championing AI literacy for everyone, and where you're constantly providing ways for your team to learn and grow and stay way, way ahead of the curve.
So look, this guide really lays it all out for you: the why, the what, and the how of AI-powered marketing. It is the complete blueprint for building a team that doesn't just survive this new era, but absolutely thrives in it. So there's really only one question left to ask: are you ready to lead the change?